The United Nations Security Council is established to create international peace. The United States, late Saturday, blocked approval of UN Security Council statement calling for an immediate ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. U.S. Deputy Ambassador said that the United States saw no prospect of Hamas abiding by last week's council call for an immediate end to the violence. Considering this resolution, that this resolution calling for ceasefire would not do credit to the council. Do credit to the council. Perhaps there is no other nation that undermines the credibility of the Security Council other than Israel. Israel is in violation of 35 UN resolutions, including Resolution 242, which state the Mideast is a nuclear-free zone. Israel has refused to disarm despite violating 2 UN resolutions with respect to disarmament. Since the early 1970s, the United States had used its veto power nearly 50 times, more than all other permanent members during the same period combined. In the vast majority of these cases, the U.S. was the only dissenting voices on the Security Council. Despite the U.S. veto, the Israel nation has violated 35 UN resolutions, and they're still pending. Who undermined the United Security Council? Which nation made the United Nations a joke? I'm not Israeli. I'm not Muslim. In fact, I'm not religious at all. I'm just speaking from an outsider point of view. I do not know what it is like to be a Jew having to live with rocket flying down me, or being aware of alarms ringing off. I do not expect the Israeli government to hold hands with the Hamas. I do not expect Israeli or the world to embrace Hamas and their ideology. But if you're honest and look into your heart, you'll see that this time around, Israel was the state that undermined the ceasefire agreement. And I provide a link to the video of the lady from the United Nations that confirmed with this fact. Hamas is despicable and irresponsible and criminal for firing rockets into Israel. But imagine the fact that even though there are Israelis who are suffering, but the Palestinians, the people living in open prison, with no home to return to, they're like third-class refugee 24/7 from the day he was born to the day he died. What it is like to be a Palestinian living in Gaza. The Palestinians have suffered a lot, perhaps more than any other group in the world. Do they really deserve the airstrike firing at them, and the ground invasion, and the massacring of innocent civilians? And most of all, do you think that if the Palestinian grievances and the social injustice are being handled a bit better by Israel and the international community, the Palestinians would reject the Hamas government that they elected? Out of decades of frustration and bitterness and hopelessness, maybe they would not embrace Hamas if they had not felt this kind of level of hatred in their lives and hopelessness.